This one phrase will change your whole life. You see, I used to struggle with all the negativity going on in the world. I used to struggle with all the injustice in a world where we have no control over. There's so much war, immorality, bad people. And this one phrase changed my view on everything. Amor Fati, or love of fate. This term was coined by Friedrich Nietzsche, and it means the love of fate, to love the cards that you were dealt, to love the fate and the existence that you were given. Today I want to talk about the idea of Amor Fati and how it can help us accept life as it is. And in this acceptance, we find peace, strength, and simplicity. You see, I used to struggle with negative thoughts all the time. I'd think, oh, why did I grow up with this family? Why did I, not have a dad? Why did I go through all these things in my life? Why did I grow up this way? Why did this happen to me? Why this, why that? And this created a resentment in me. And all these thoughts just made life harder for me. You see, perception is reality. And reality is a universe we live in. Think about that. It's our view on things that shape the world around us. You see, if we have negative thoughts about everything, then we're going to live in a world of negativity. If we have sad, depressing thoughts about every outcome that we get, then guess what? Our life is just going to be nothing but sadness and depression. But if we can manage to change our view on things, then we can change the universe that we live in. You see, what you put in your head is what your existence becomes. And all your negative thoughts do is make things harder for you. You see, we choose to make it harder. You change your thoughts and you change your reality. You see, we give meaning to everything. Some things just are. Some people just are the way they are. The ocean goes back and forth. The ocean has waves. That's the nature of the ocean. Nature. See, these things, we can't do anything about them. Life just is. Our problems were given to us. Our problems are ours to bear and ours to learn from. You see, I used to resent who I was and the way I grew up and the things that were around me. But these things ultimately shaped me to be who I am today. You see, I used to hate who I was and what was around me. But these were my cards I was dealt. Your cross is yours to carry and to learn from. And if you don't learn from it, then it becomes to poison you. You see, God gave us these struggles to overcome and learn from. And if we don't, then they just become a poison to us. And on top of that, life throws bad things at bad people. And here's the thing. Life will keep coming to try to crush you, to try to overcome you. But what do? As Dory says, just keep swimming, man. You see, Nietzsche comes and presents us with this problem that so many people have. If you work a blue-collar job, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Even if you work a white-collar job, everyone struggles with this. The mundaneness and repetitiveness of life. And Nietzsche had the answer on how to make the weight of it lighter. You know what it is? Just not taking it seriously. You see, Nietzsche wrote this book called Thus Said Zarathustra. Now, this book is written as a religious text. Obviously, we know Nietzsche. Well, for those who don't know, Nietzsche was a philosopher from the 18 and 1900s. I don't remember exactly from. But he had a lot of ideas, and he was a philosopher ultimately. But he wrote this book as a religious text. He took inspiration from the Bible and wrote it as something that is very similar to that. Now, in writing this story, in writing this almost religious text, he comes and brings us this point. He uses this allegory in his book of a man who is faced with the mundaneness and repetitiveness of life. And so what happens is fate comes to him and says, I have doomed you. This same repetitiveness and mundaneness that you've been living, you're going to relive the same thing 100 times. I'm going to put you back into the same fate to relive. And it's so cool that the answer he had. He had the answer of laughing in the face of fate and being happy about it and saying, then I'm going to live it the best way that I can. I'm going to be improving every single time I can. You see, when fate came and doomed him to this mundane cycle for almost an eternity, he laughed at his face. And he said, I'm going to carry this cross the best that I can. I'm going to carry this weight the best that I can. And I'm going to make it better each time. He said, I'm going to do it 1,000,000 times if I have to. You see, here's the thing. You fight back by not taking it seriously. By not giving it the authority that it wants. By laughing at it in its face. By saying it's not a big deal. You see, there are so many things in life that are just bigger than us. There's no point in trying to face and trying to conquer. Just be. Just accept them how they are. And be. You don't have to conquer fate. You don't have to go into Tartarus and kill the fates. Just be. Laugh at his face. And say, you know what, I'm going to do what I want. You want me to do this, but I'm going to do what I want. You doom me to this fate of negative thoughts, of negativity. You doom me to this fate of being in this situation, of not having a dad. You doom me in this fate. And to all these things, you put exactly where you're dealing with. But you know what? I remember I went through this super hard point in my life to where it almost pushed me to lose my faith, to lose my walk, to just say, F it, man. I'm going to go be a degenerate. I'm going to go do whatever the hell I want. And I remember this phrase resonated with me. Even though I have a villain story, I'm going to have the outcome of a superhero. Even though all these things are pushing me to be bad, I'm going to choose to be good. And I want to bring us back to the point that I had said earlier. Some things are just bigger than us. So just accept them the way they are. Know that God is in control. This reminds me of a Stoic saying that I had heard. That everything that has ever happened to you has been meaning to happen to you since the beginning of time. God has destined things to be a certain way. Every cross that you carry, every burden you carry, was given to you. And God wouldn't give us something that's too much for us to carry. You see, a lot of the times, life comes to bring us down. Fate comes to, just like Job, man. The devil said, I bet you if you do all these things for him, or if you take all these things away from him, then he'll curse you. You see, the biggest F you could give to whatever this negative thing is to be the opposite of the way it's leading you. Instead of being the sad, depressed man for the rest of your life, you choose to be good. When everyone would have given you the reason, just like David Goggins says, when everyone would have given you the reason to say, oh, I would have given up, or given him the reason to give up, he said, that's when I keep going. When everyone would have given you the reason or the slack to just be a bitter old man, you choose to be good. The biggest F you to a horrible existence is to say, I'm going to be good. It's like the phrase, when life gives you lemons, when life gives you something sour, you make lemonade. Have peace to the world falling around you. It is in defiance that you choose to have peace when there is no peace. When the world is falling apart, your defiance is choosing to have peace. Choosing to realize that these things are bigger than you, and choosing to do what's right. The love of fate. I love how I put it. Carry the weight happily because it's yours to carry. Your existence to live. And I want to talk about what this all means for me. In this existence, growing up in the age that we're growing up in, we see politics. We see everyone being against each other. We see everything so polarized. If you're not with me, you're against me. We see the world as being run by things that we have no control over. These people that don't want any good for anyone. We're growing up in an existence where evil's just being let loose. Degeneracy is the normal now. And it's like, man, in 10 years, where are we going to be? Look at the things that are going on in the world. Why are we going to be at war? What's going to happen? But in all that, even though we have the excuse to go insane and go do these horrible things as a reaction to where we're at, it's having peace and acceptance of where we are. I can't control whether we go to war. I can't control who's the president or whether they're a good guy or a bad guy. I can't control what they do. So why am I going to worry about it? Find peace in all these things. Remember the dichotomy of control. If I can't control something, why worry about it? And protect your peace. Love the cards you were dealt, because only you could handle these cards. Only you could live in a time like this. Have a great rest of your night.